Now, I'm trying to figure out the timeline here. Did you meet Bobby Brown before Guy was formed, or afterwards, or during, or
After it was around the same time.
around the same time?
Yeah, because while we were developing, Aaron used to come and stay at my home, and Timmy, would come over because he lived like maybe 10 minutes from me. He lived in Brownstone, and he used to always come to the house, and he introduced me to Aaron. I was actually, wow, let's go through timeline, because around that same time, I was actually working with Keith Sweat.
Mm-hmm.
We got to go over that because that's way before Guy.
Okay.
So if you want to,
Yeah, no, let's talk about. Okay, so you meet Keith Sweat, and you guys start working together.
Keith Sweat and I were rivalries. I was with that band.
Aha.
And
he was with a different band.
I was with the older band.
Uh-huh.
And then I also was with Kids at Work, but the older band and Kids at Work, we entered the New York Big Apple contest. And Keith Sweat was my competition. Keith Sweat's band was the competition of my band, and also Johnny Kemp. Mm-hmm. His band was the competition of my band. So we competed in the Big Apple contest at Grant's Tomb over there on Riverside. And long story short, my band won. Kids at Work, which we were called Fame back then. And we just wanted a name so that we could enter the contest. And we said, okay, the name of the band is called Fame. And we went up there and we competed and we did well. But we got disqualified because all of us were underage. But I didn't get disqualified because all I needed was a guardian. And my mom, we had called my mom because I think Edwin Birdsong was one of the judges. And he said, he can still compete if he have a guardian. So he said, man, call your mom and see if one of your band members could be your guardian, and then you can stay in the contest. And we did. My mom said, yes, I give him consent and also the authority to be my guardian. And it was a great time because Edwin Birdsong, he watched me from the whole contest, and he gave me a name, and it was Half Pint. Because I was this little kid, and I had to get on phone books to stay up on the Finn Roads.
Crazy.
And I was really short, so it's like it was hard to really be up there and people to see me. So I would be on phone books, and we played Reasons, and we had a lead singer. His name was Raphael, and he had that high note like Eddie Kendricks, Philip Bailey. He had that high note, and we would always win doing Reasons, and we won the contest, beating Jamila, which is Keith Sweat's band, Kinky Fox. They didn't compete, because Kinky Fox was like already, for us, they were already made band, because they did all of the New York circuit. Mm-hmm. So that's how I met Keith Sweat, because everybody kept saying, Keith Sweat's from the stock market. He was businessman already, he was working in Wall Street. So Keith Sweat was looking for somebody because he said, he's starting to make his record, and everybody would say, man, you need to go see that little kid, the kid from Harlem, from St. Nick Projects. And Keith Sweat came around my block, and he came with his tie open shirt. You know how the Wall Street guys look when they get off work. Keith came over and approached us. We were actually shooting dice. We was playing CeeLo. It's me, my brother, and a lot of the guys from the block. And Keith Sweat, yo, let me join. It's like, you gonna join? You gonna lose, man. Go ahead, man. And he's like, all right, I got 500 right now. Let's go. So we shooting. Now, I'm probably the one that had the most money of everybody there. And then Keith had the most. He had more than me, but he took all of our money. And he was by himself, so he was like, yo, I'm gonna give y'all back y'all money. If y'all wanna gamble some more, I'm not giving it back.
Mm.
So I said, all right, let's go. He said, no, not you, shorty. I wanna gamble with them. You gamble with me. So he gave me $100 or something like that. And he gave everybody their money. We gambling. He takes their money again. We take their money. And then he's like, shorty, I came over to talk to you. He's like, I'm about to work on a project and I'm gonna need some of them beats you making. Now, by that time, I had already did Spoonie G, Kumo D, Dougie Fresh, B-Fats, The WAP Dance, and he's hearing these records on the radio. And he said, I want to work with you, if you put something together. I said, man, I don't want to do no R&B. And at that time, we failed as Kids at Work. We had a record out, it went cardboard. So I just said, I don't want to do no R&B. I want to keep making these rap beats. So I'm making rap beats and just kind of get myself acclimated with, and by that time, I think I met Flash. I met Melly Mel. It was just a meeting. Not knowing later on I would see them again and they'd be like, yo, you that kid. So I met them and next thing you know, he said, just do what you can. I said, I'll try. He said, what's your number? I was like, it's 212-866 something, something, something. I was like, and he took the number. He said, I'm going to call you. I said, I'm not going to be in the house just waiting for your call.
Right. Before cell phones.
Yeah, right?
You got to actually be there to
So
catch the phone call. Yeah.
But I went, and the first track that I made was I Wanna.
Mm.
And I'm up here banging this beat out. I ain't have like the big drum machines that my uncle bought me a Korg DDD-1. And that was all the different sounds that I used for I Wanna, Just Got Paid, the same sounds. And he also bought me a Fender Rhodes, and he bought me a S30 as a Roland. And that was the only sampler that sampled maybe 1-2 milliseconds. All I could put in there was the hits and some drums. And I used that for everything, and I made I Wanna, and I even put the voices. That's my voice going, I wanna. All of those, and I would overdub, because I only had 4 tracks. So I would overdub to one and then take that, record it to the other, and then do another overdub with it. And that's how my voice, And he came to the house and he heard the track and he was like, oh, this is dope. This is hot. This is hot, shorty. All right, this is what we gonna do. I got this thing. He heard the I Wanna. He was like, I want that, baby. He started just like, messing around with the song. And he's like, I think I got this. So, seen you last night. He just saw you standing there. And actually, Keith was one of the influences of me becoming a songwriter, because I never wanted to write the words or write the hooks. And after that, I just started writing all the hooks. When he validated me with I Wanna, he loved it. So he invited me down to the studio. By that time, I had made Make It Last Forever, the track. And I said, what do you think of this track? And he's like, I like that too. And he started singing on it. You know how Keith Neck, when he sing, all singers do that. But he started doing Make It Last Forever. I'm like, wow, that sounds good. That works. And he just started bringing me down to the studio. Meanwhile, he's like, shorty, I'm gonna give you money so you can take the train or take a cab. I'd rather you take a taxi. I don't want nothing to happen to you. And he was like a big brother, always protecting me. And we made that album.